Hey guys, it's Maddie here. I just want to tell you something. I just got home from running errands and such. I had like 6 stops to make. Got my teeth cleaned, and but anyway, that's not important. What's important is this: I was coming out of the mall, and there's always homeless people standing there with a sign. Many times, well, I'm not going to say that, but I will say this. Every one of you must know some homeless person that is standing out there somewhere. They're standing there, they're holding a sign. A lot of times they would prefer to have money, but if you're against that, then I will tell you this: you have things in your house that you throw into the trash. You have candy, you have maybe some vegetables or some fruit that you're not going to eat. Maybe those bananas are starting to go bad. Now, bananas don't last so long, especially in the winter when you take them out into your car. But this is what I do. I walk around my house and I see what things I don't need, what things I would like to give. And if I happen to run into a person in need, obviously the person that's in need is holding a sign. Now, there might be somebody else that you might meet somewhere, but I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of spiritual stuff, but I will say, ask the Lord, is there someone that he's going to put in your path so that every one of us can do something. Anyway, so I was coming out of the mall, and I know so many times it breaks my heart when I forget to put that homeless bag that I collected in my house on my front seat. And then I pass the person at that intersection that I know that they're going to be at. And I'm like, darn, why did I forget? So many times. And then now I'm starting to remember. So I'm starting to train myself to remember. But anyway, I will tell you what happened. This time, I forgot again. I forgot today. And I was like, darn. So I had to turn around, and I thought, what is the quickest way for me to turn around so I can get back on my day, get back on my way? So I turned into where the Container Store is. Now, you local folks will know where this is. I made a left and turned into, like, coming out of Costco, coming out of the mall. You're heading straight, and there's that homeless person right there at that intersection. So turned into there, and I stopped at the Container Store, picked up something, and then came out. I came around the side, and then I remember I got an Auntie Anne's pretzel because I had a free gift card, and I was planning on eating it. I was planning on totally enjoying that almond pretzel, and it had just come out of the the oven, and so anyway. When I pulled up to the woman, and it was perfect because there were no cars in back of me. I could actually pull up to her in this busy intersection and even talk to her for just 20 seconds. She kept thanking me and blessing me and blessing me and blessing me. I went down to Costco, and I turned around because I was coming back. I got to go back on my way to go the same way I was going. And I see her cobble squatted, or whatever you call it, Indian style, on the concrete in between the traffic, munching down on the stuff in the bag. And I pulled up to her, and I was just wishing I had more for her. So I'm just saying that I had to pause this for a minute. When I saw her sitting down, going through the bag, ripping it open like she hadn't eaten in a week, I was wishing I would have put more in there, and I hope I run into her again so I can give her more. But I could not help the compulsion in my heart to give her the almond pretzel. I don't even need any. I don't even need those carbs and starches and stuff. Anyway, and while I pulled down to the light, she kept thanking me and thanking me. And when I pulled down to the light, I'm looking at her in my side view mirror, and she was ripping it apart, wolfing it down. I'm actually home now, but I'm thinking I could go back. So I'm telling you that it doesn't matter what her past is. It doesn't matter what led her to be there. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters but helping people where they are now. And if the Lord tells you to do something, and And if he tells you a certain thing to do, then do that. Do that thing. If it's give them money or give them a coat, take the coat off of your back and give it to them. God will give you a better one. Isn't that what the word says? Okay, so I am home now. So now I need to get another homeless bag and put it on my front seat for the next person that I run into. I've got this down so much to where I've got them color coded. I've got bags of toothbrushes. I don't need an extra toothbrush. I use my toothbrush a little bit longer than what you're supposed to. But as long as the bristles are pretty much straight, you can dip it in alcohol and just, if you feel like you got a cold coming on, I just dip it in alcohol and I'll still use it if the brush is still good. But I'll save the toothbrush that I got that's brand new. Like today I got my tooth cleaned. I have floss, I've got mouthwash. I don't even use that kind of mouthwash. But anyway, you have things in your house. You have things that you're about to throw away. Do you have a dinner that is left over, nobody was eating it? Pack it up and freeze it, put it in the freezer. Then that way, when you run into the person and you have it in your car, you can hand it to them. They can eat it when it thaws out even. You don't have to worry about it sitting in your car spoiling. And there's so many things out there. You have a lunch, you go to lunch or dinner and you have too much food. Well, save it, put it in your refrigerator. The next day you may run into a homeless person, give it to them. Sometimes I'll cut certain things like a pile of mashed potatoes. I'll cut it in half and I push it over to the side of my plate. And I'll do certain things like that. Then that way I won't touch it. And then if someone else, a homeless person or something, wants it, it's there on the side of the plate. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a bad idea or a good idea, but I try to keep it as, I don't eat on it. Anyway, so there's things. These people are hungry and they are in need. So anyway, I don't want to make this a very long video. Can you imagine if you or your brother, your sister, your daughter, your son, somebody special to you was in that situation? Maybe they're far away and you don't even know it. So anyway, just do what you can. I actually have extra blankets too. I kind of wish I had a blanket in the car. I'm sure she could probably use that. If she has a house, then she probably doesn't have heat, or it's probably not insulated well, or maybe she has a oil, one of those little heaters that is like oil heaters and a gas heater that sinks up the house. You don't know what they have, but you probably have a lot. I think a lot of my friends have a lot. So anyway, many blessings to you in your travels. Put something aside for someone else. God bless. Merry Christmas.